Okay. Says it's there. Okie doke. I'm just going to, I'm tagging the video in week 12 to the guide on week 12. So, hello, Gail and Di and Debbie and Joanne. I'm just now going to, right. So we are streaming.
Oh shit, we're streaming in multiple places.
Yep. So we're streaming on the class group for March, the Creative Family group, and YouTube. Oh. So you just have to bear with us because on the streaming software, it doesn't give us names for people in private groups. So that's the Creative Family group, and it just says Facebook users. So Creative Family group and the March group, it doesn't tell us. So then we have to go and look that up. Hello, Beck. In the tube. Yes, it is. It's black and white, black and grey flowers. So I've got lots of Facebook users, and I'm going to hear hello, Dee and Sandra. Alphabets were available yet. I've got to do Sandra. They just take hours.
Yeah.
The first lot were duds.
Yeah, the first lot
we've actually done duds. 4 lots of duds, and then they take hours and hours to peel and pick. Hello, Pam and Karen, but I've started them. Hello, Trish and Mary. Hello, Cheryl and Diana. Yep, I have had to change everything because we've had a software update and it's Fruit Loop the whole lot. Hello, Tash and Beryl. And Bronny. And hello, Naomi over there.
Updates are improvements.
Updates are not always improvements.
We also have Trish, Mary.
And now they're collecting more data on us, which is, I have an awful feeling that my software I've paid a fortune for, I'm going to have to start paying monthly for.
Okay, so are you ready to hear who's in the Creative Family
Yep,
group?
I can see here. Hello, Leanne and Robin and Helen. I've got both of them. I can sort of see both if I look around. So this is not the right code number. These are live in the online store. People are getting freebies of a few different iterations of this to get to this point, to get to the right color. This is the best I can do. It's not, the picture online's a bit blacker, and I think it's going to, because I print this with multiple colors to make this black color, it's a little tiny bit of black in it. It's going to be, yeah, they are going to be what they are, but they look good. They feel good. They print nice for a dark color, because that's always hard to do on this particular stuff. This French paper's really, or French cardstock's really hard to get a nice, well, it looks good. When it looks good, it looks good, and when it looks crap, it looks crap. So yeah, they're in Runaway Princess, and that's not the code. No. What do we do? Oh, so this is what we did yesterday. It got squished in the car this morning and this afternoon. So the belly band's on wrong. Who did that? I know exactly who did that.
Beck's wondering if you're not happy with them, but they look, and she said
No, I'm really happy with them, Beck, but yeah, I'm really happy with them. Okay.
And Trish wants to know, why don't you just leave them on pics like other companies?
No. They're nice. Too hard to see. Yeah, we're nice, and it's all about quality. And
we're human.
it's really, really hard to see them. It takes hours. I really don't think my hourly rate in production of them is very good. I'm probably getting like 2 cents an hour, but yeah. So this is what we did yesterday. We made a little easel card out of scrapbook stuff. Okay, so Bronny, you know how in the live notification group how it says the attachment is unavailable? That's more, so it's more of a notification. If it's in a private group now, it's going to say attachment unavailable when we do the notification. It just means you need to go to the group and then find the class, because there's nothing we can do about that. That's a privacy setting thing. That is just Facebook and Messenger have obviously been chipped for privacy, and now they're really being stricter on privacy. Even though the group is attached to the group, the Messenger group is attached. Yeah, they don't care. Hello, Shaz, how are you? But yes, it will say attachment unavailable. Some of you can click on it, some of you can't. Hello, Ree. Hello, Deborah. I find as I'm in here. Yep, that's the way to go. So that's our card and a little boxy thing. And Quentin put the thing on the wrong way.
I did what?
You put the belly band back on the wrong way. You didn't put it on how you took it off.
Are you saying I didn't pay attention?
You did not pay attention. So there we go. So we're going to do a masculine page, Scrapbox page. I've got lighting issues here. We had all that stuff there. So I did have yesterday, we found 2 pieces of white that were the same. They're sort of an off-white colour, but they're white. We found 2 identical pieces, and I think I've just found a 3rd piece that's the same. Is that the same? Oh, it's got a bend in it. It'll do. So we've got 3 bits of that. Maybe a little bit of black. This is a smooth black. I'll grab a couple of bits of this smooth black. They're obviously from a project. I really haven't made enough of a difference that I can shop that yet. I said I wanted to use cogs. So let's... Oh, that's masculine. I found another piece that was almost the same size. Nope, wasn't almost the same size. So there's that. We could use a little bit of that dark colour there. Don't know about that, maybe. About the bit along the edge there. So I'm looking for masculine-y colours. Parts are not masculine. Ooh, that'll work. And yep, takes me ages to find stuff, and then oh, I can use that bit of denim. And then oh, there's a barcode strip. And then what I do is I have to pack up the end and put all that crap away. Maybe not. I'm hoarding that.
Mom, guess what we did today? Me and my friends, we found Mrs. Blake's rubber duck,
Oh,
or
that's
rubber
cool.
chicken, and guess what?
What?
Mrs. Little let us play with it for a little bit.
Oh,
It was cool.
right.
And then I squeezed it, and it sounded like it was screaming like a girl.
Okay. Oh, I'm not going to use this because this is sold out. Oh, a bit more denim.
Are you just using denim?
No, I'm just trying to find
Something.
orange. I'm just trying to find some masculine, boyish sort of papers.
Little girl avoiding going to bed.
Give me a kiss. You want to say goodnight to everybody?
Is that like a boy piece of paper?
And look at that, the art of changing the subject has just been.
And I'd like to know which hair she brushed.
Good night, hello, goodbye.
And tomorrow's dancing day.
Oi, you left the thing behind.
Oh, that's so she can come back later. Come on,
Yep, she left a creature behind.
let's go, Chippy Chop.
This one from Robot Antiques. Oh, look, I've got another bit of that paper
right,
that's sold out.
Right, left, right. No.
Maybe that corner there. No. Oh, look, green.
I don't have to build a kit for tonight.
Nope.
Okay, because I was just thinking how much of a nightmare we could make this with that.
Yep. We don't build kits for Scrapbox classes. From Gnome for the holidays. That might do us. Oh. Oh, there's a bit of craft in here. Let's just delve a bit deeper. Oh, cogs. Oh, a bit of black. Oh, a bit more cog. Oh, there's a heap of robot stuff here. Wonder if there's like something red. Well, there's a bit of that. Well, if I want red, I sort of could grab a piece of Tranquility. The red out of Tranquility. Rightio.
Karen suggested green.
Yep, I've got a bit of green here.
She's also laughing.
Okay. Whew. Rightio. So we got, oh, a bit much paper. I've got lots of big scraps and little scraps. Well, we could definitely use this for matting photos. This. And then
Some of the ladies were giggling at Amelia is like, oh, look at that green.
so put that aside.
Amelia is an expert at hiding things.
She is, yes, hiding in plain sight. She is a procrastinator. She likes to get away with not going to bed.
She could be sitting right next to you and just blend in.
Yep. Okay. Let's get to our two pieces of whitey coloured stuff. White
Are we
cream.
mixed media in them?
No.
One day.
Sometimes I mix media, but sometimes I don't. I don't have to mix media everything. I once actually got chipped by a customer because I mixed media too much. That's why I stopped doing so much mixed media on pages. Didn't you know that?
I don't pay attention to people.
Right, yeah. So I've worked out where square is. Now my cardstock's not perfect. It is far from perfect. Right, yeah. So we're going to have to sort of put something up sort of towards there. So what if we do like... Oh, I don't know if they're the same colour. Are they the same colour? I think they are. Don't know.
Unfortunately, you can't really hide it when you take your glass. Just the bottom of this.
I will admit, I bought some cogs. I wanted more cogs, so I bought more cogs. So, don't want... I'm going to collect all the cogs I've got in here. Oh, I don't want cogs. I should make them cut out. I don't think I can. To be perfectly honest, I don't think that file has the ability to do that. That file is built in a... Oh no, it's built the same way. I needed to replace a rainbow too. That one. Just gonna sit it there. It needs to be replaced on a project.
Is that the one that got squished in the car?
No. No.
Quite a few of your pages get squished on the way to the shop.
Yep, a lot of them do.
I've learned that.
I do too. Okay, I've got green ones down here. So I don't usually buy colour cuts often. Sometimes I do. I buy them for classes, and I buy them for projects. I think there's a couple more. Oh, that's a different colour. It was designed for a class. Yeah, I know this does some of your heads in, but you know what? I don't mind it. Because you see things, oh, look at that. You see things that you're not looking for, and then you go, oh, I could do that with that. I do think I might, I'm thinking I'm going to move the words out. But then, do I really want to move the words out? That could be cool. That's from Redwood Farm. A tractor. Could be really cool. Let it go. I'm going to keep the tractor out. See what I mean? If I only had cogs together. And then let's get some of these awesome words. See, I get duds that have got stuff on the back of them. That's prototyping. OMG. Okay, I don't want to be here till midnight.
Oh dear.
Right. See ya.
See ya.
That's really dark, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. That's part of that set.
Didn't always come out that dark.
See you, Dad.
What's that word? Oh, beautiful. Really? Cruise. Okay.
Beck's got a few things. So, sorry, I've gone between multiple tabs here currently. Well, Mary's joined us. And Beck says you can't mix media too much. And then
You can't. What's that? Sorry.
mix media too much. She also has a colour cut suggestion of remotes and like PS4s, technology type stuff for teenager pages. And we might not be able to do exactly PS4s. Anyway. And then
Yeah, no, they're copyrighted.
she's also asking about how your vertigo is going.
Improving slowly. I actually feel better now. I know that I will get better. Now I know I will get better. I feel better about myself, but it is slow. Rightio. We don't want a COVID mask. And we don't want a monstrous leaf. Because that's what Naomi called it. She titled it a monstrous leaf in the system. Okay.
Running on your books. Hey, did Dad ever put those Redwood Farm paper packs through that I set aside for Mary?
Yeah, Mary's got them. Hasn't she?
Oh dear, Jesus.
Hasn't Mary got them?
Not by the looks of it.
I'm sure I did.
We'll double check.
But you know what he does? He actually thinks he does stuff and then he forgets about it and then he goes, yep, I did that. I'm sure I did that.
I'm gonna put it on Dad's list for tomorrow.
Oh, I found a robot.
No, he hasn't. Right, I will.
So this is the tub of fussy cutting. Probably not quite as much in here because this one takes a little bit of work. But I do keep, like, this is off of colour cuts. Bits are not colour cuts, off a Creative Builder. So I do like the bits off Creative Builders. I do like to keep them in here. I think there's another one of those antenna. Being a bit more gentle in here because these are, you know, like things that, because I cut the middle out of stuff. And see, I don't leave white edges always. Sometimes I do. But mostly I don't. Oh, there's another pocket. So I have, oh, there's a taggy thing. So I sort of go and end up looking at particular colours kind of as well. So I know I've got paper that's got blue and green and here, that's do you know what I mean? Like, so let's get rid of that feather. Oh, there's a man's suit. It's a lemon craft one. I just do need the noise in my ears to go. Apparently that's not going to go.
They're the crickets outside.
No, but the crickets combined with the noise in my ears is really driving me nuts right now. The noise in my ears is not going to go.
Jacqueline.
It's related to the jaw damage I have.
Jacqueline's joined us. Beck says that's good about the vertigo. Glad it's getting
Hope
better.
you're getting better too, Beck.
Ronnie thought that you were putting all the things in a book.
I did, but I don't like it. We talked about it yesterday. Oh, I'll find the book.
And yeah, Mary's just confirmed with me that she doesn't have them.
So
obviously they're still in the tub. I've found them down.
No, I know why, because one of the papers was already sold out.
Oh, so you never bought. Okay, right.
So he was meant to contact Mary and say, is it okay that you get 3 of 2 of the papers
We will be
and miss out on one of the papers? So this is the book, but I find the book really restrictive because I'm going backwards and I'm going forwards and backwards and forwards trying to find things in the book. And I think it's great if you only want to create with one collection at a time. But because when I'm not teaching a class, I like to just use a million different things. How did you get it there? What happens is I kind of, yeah, I don't always feel comfortable with it when I'm creating with different stuff. So I could do I don't know about the pockets. Let's get the pockets of this. I'm going to come up with something. Hang on.
Do a Coke collage.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think what I could do that I haven't done before. Okay, so what if we do where we put like a big piece of paper through here, and then we have some bits coming out of it, and then photos on it, and we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos, and yeah, let's do that. Oh, this has got glitter on it. Interesting. Okay. So I've got a piece of Robot Antiques paper number 2 because I wanted that word, obviously. Obviously, I needed that word. And let's cut 2 pieces of it that are 6 inches wide.
Keeping them at the 12-inch mark.
Yep. Let's do a different colours. Right. So let's do let's do 5.5 by 3.5 inch photos, and we'll try and get 6. 1, 2,
So 5.5 by 3.5.
yep, 3, 4, 5. Six. I'm gonna put that there because I might. Okay. Is that 12 inches?
The range just pausing us for a minute because her ears aren't sinking to where it lines.
Her ears aren't sinking to her device. That means her cochlear implant's not syncing. That's not good for Rain. So let's cut from this paper number 1 from Robot Antics. Let's cut. I'm going to cut 2 pieces that are about 1 inch wide.
Inch by 12 inches.
Yeah, about 1 inch by 12 inches. 1, 2. So let's stick these 2. I think we're going to stick them that way. So if you turn them around and go, oh, which way do they look best? No, I like the colours that way. Let's turn them over. So I'm going to line them up. So this is going to be the top. I'm going to line the top up perfectly. And then we'll just stick an embellishment on it. That's all. Tape on that. It's not going to fall off.
Definitely not.
Okay, let's move our fakey photos. And let's shoof all our stuffs off the top. So I'm just going to stick down the middle first, and I'm going to use my cut piece. Hello, Diane. Oh, we're all good. Just got one enough today to go through the last box of goodies. They were not there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to get Dad to contact
Yep.
Mary.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to check on the messages if anyone's got any burning questions. Hello, Michelle. How are you? Yeah. Hello, Jacqueline. Just trying to say hello to everyone. If I've missed anyone. I'm back in bed today. Oh, Beck. Yeah, I hope you improve soon, Beck. So I'm gonna sort of put it here. And I'm using the middle of the page as a guide. So it's about how far down? 2 3/8. Let's say 2 1/4. It's just over 2 1/4.
From the bottom, from the top.
Yeah. dodgy, I know. Okay. Rio. So let's turn it around. I'm going to turn it upside down. So we're upside down now. Well, let's get our 2 bits of orange. So I've got green. I'm not necessarily using that green in the, oh dear. Oh dear. So when you knock the rig, what happens is you can actually change the perspective. So I'm going to try and use this green. Oh, it's kind of like it, but then this lime green. So I love this lime green. I'm going to try and use it. And in doing that, I've got like a different green. So because I've got these disparate greens, I've used another green as well. I think sometimes if you're going to use 2 different greens, sometimes I try and add like a third one that sort of kind of feels like it's related to both. So we're going to stick this 1-inch piece up against. So remember, I've got this upside down. This is the top. And I'm using the orange because I've got orange here. Not quite the same, but it's pretty close. And then I've got this orange here. So I'm going to try and use like a whole rainbow of colours. Oh, and they don't match, because they were not exactly 1 inch. Okay. Remember that? They weren't exactly 1 inch. They're not exactly the same size.
I'll be tearing them.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Still an option.
Yep. I know what I'm going to do. Okay. Let's stick these 2 babies together. So we're going to line up the bottom edge. Just uncurl, please. Just stay there.
Jean has joined us.
Hello, Jean.
And Cheryl said that she used the Scrapbook on one of the kits that she got on over the weekend, and it really worked well. She made a card and a scrap page. She'll have to put it in the...
I used the... Wow, that's awesome. I think she means scan and cut, doesn't she? Scan block.
Scrapbook. QR code.
Oh, the QR code. Oh, okay. Oh, just don't mind me. Okay, so I've stuck my 2 bits together, and now we're just going to tear a tiny bit off, and we're going to start with the skinnier one. So one of my strips is skinnier than the other. Let's move the page away while we've got sticky curly stuff. So one of them is skinnier than the other, and we're going to start on the skinny one. So we're going to tear like about 1/4 of an inch off it. And we're probably going to tear like a 1/2 inch off the other one. Yep. Going to make them sort of look similar-ish. I was originally going to tuck them behind, and then I don't know why I changed my mind. I think because I put the tape on without doing that. It is what it is. You know? Don't be judgy, you.
I'm not being judgy. I just thought you won the smallest one in the world.
Blah, 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 blah. Yourself.
I'll sit here.
You do that.
I've been proactive.
I've been proactive this week. I've designed product. It's just no one gets to see it for quite some time.
It's always the moment, isn't it, where you're like, yay, it works!
Oh, no one's going to get to see that for a while. Oh.
I feel those moments.
One lot that I finished today. Yeah. I'll have to do design a lot more stuff before it can even go off to get done. Is what it is. Okay, so I'm just tearing along. And see, I'm just moving my fingers along, pinching my fingers together, using my thumbnail. Help me tear it. We're nearly an hour in, and I'm done zippity-doo-dah. So Scrapbook's pages should actually be quicker. Not take eons. Okay.
We did go rummaging for a fair bit.
Yes,
Amelia,
yes.
And then Amelia distracted you because she didn't want to go to bed.
Yeah, my little feral. Okay, so remembering we're upside down still. Still upside down, Miss Jane. See, by tearing through across the two pieces together, joined together, it gives us a nice even transition from one side to the other. There you go. Oops. I don't know what I've done there. Should be right. Okay. Still a bit of a test drive. Oh, that's not bad. A bit of weirdness having that at the top. Normally, I would do that at the bottom. Okay. So then, go away, crickets. You are driving me nuts.
Diane reckons it looks better tomorrow. Emery says, I'm never quick at getting craft projects done. I think you do very well with your projects. I would be there all night.
Yep.
Sometimes it feels like you're a bit in like a sprint, trying to get it done in an hour.
Yeah, well, so because the videos are saved here for you guys to watch again and again and again. They're saved so you can watch them time and again. You can come back, you can watch it without sound, you can watch it with sound, you can pause me, you can do whatever you like. Fast forward, slow motion. You can actually slow down the motion on YouTube a lot. You can actually slow down the speed of videos on YouTube. I don't know if you all knew that, but you can. So I think the thing is that I need to get it done in the kind of amount of time so that when you go to rewatch it, it doesn't take you a million hours to rewatch it. Don't know about that one. This is not how they're going to go.
Are they going to put like journaling blocks coming out of the cocks?
I don't know.
On the right page.
Well, I think journaling would go here.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant on the right side page.
I think journaling there, but I think it needs a title here.
Okay. Got any white linen cuts?
Yep, I'm going to get that tub out.
Are we inking this tonight?
No, I don't think we are. Oh, just haul yourself.
I don't think you could hear it.
Oh, I didn't think you could hear it. Okay, so I've got the words tub, so we might be able to use some of these words that are off the barcodes of Robot Antics. I'm turning into a Robot Antics page. And this is the vellums and rice papers one. Ooh. Oh, there's a bit of denim.
We haven't used any denim on this page. I thought you were going for a denim thing.
No, I've got some denim somewhere in my pile of scrappy bits. Sorry, I digressed. I was getting this one. This is where all of my white linen, and I don't have a lot of it left over. But I do keep, coloured leftovers.
Oh,
The crickets just stopped. Oh, I've only got one sound in my ears. Oh my god.
First time for the last 2 hours they've stopped.
Oh.
I've been going since 6:10, I think.
Oh, I got a camera.
Maybe it was 5:10. It was early. It was annoying.
I don't know about the camera. Let's leave it in our colour. I've got an awesome. Got a retreat. Delightful. Got a few dead mandalas that I got from work.
Oh, mandalas and cameos just don't mix very well.
We do have a solution coming. We are working on changing the cardstock that our picture cuts, colour cuts, and background cuts are made out of. I think I said it in class last week. It is Italian, where we think we're headed. It's an Italian cardstock.
Ooh, fancy.
This current stuff's Chinese, and it's not reliable supply or quality anymore. The quality's not, yeah. And so you don't end up with poor quality ones. They just get chewed up. So if the cardstock's not of this consistent quality, what happens is it just gets chewed up into little tiny pieces. And we just make pulp and rubbish. I think they're awesome.
We make more than pulp sometimes.
Yep, we make whole days of pulpy rubbish.
You wonder why you even try some days.
Flare buttons. Ooh. And a bit of green. So I'm out and about. There we go. Okay, so this is a piece of Getaway vellum. It's the blue stripe. So what if we put a bit of it? Like, what if we tear a bit of it and put it behind, kind of like, now you can't just rip off into the sunset with vellum because it just rips into the sunset and you end up with, so what if we do, and we tuck the edge under.
How many blocks do you reckon you're going to do just in that area, or are you going to do a few?
I think we're going to put it behind our cogs, like, go in there. Deary, deary me. It's not complying. It's not being very compliant at all. See, if I had planned this, this wouldn't be an issue, would it? They're all the same colour, but it's not going to be how it is. Sort of something like that. What do you think?
Looks great.
It's a different colour. It's just another colour. And then let's put oh dear me. This one's gonna be hard to get in here. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Karen. How are you? And after all of that effort, what's going to happen is I'm going to put that in there, and I'm not going to take it out. Let's trim it down just a little more. No. Too high. There we go. And then we need to have the lines straight. There's a little gap there, but that's okay. We're going to cover that. And let's tear a bit for down here. Oh, that's a bit pointy. Need to get rid of that. That's a dodge. Probably should trim this with a trimmer. Should be right.
Deborah's loving the Valiant.
The Valium.
Yeah, definitely. And Karen J.
I have told this before, this story, but had another business in Gladstone Ring, and she was going to go in opposition to me. Wasn't in the paper craft industry. Was actually a florist. And she was going to go up against me and sell invitation stuff and going to do a better, she's telling people she was going to do a better job than me. And I'm like, invitations weren't my core business, but invitations are a lot of work. Let me just say, a lot of work. And when we women are being brides, sometimes we can be not the greatest customer on the planet. Let's just say that. And she rang me pretending she was someone else and asking about the Valium that I sold. And I'm like, oh, I think you've got the wrong one. I think you need the chemist across the road. She's going, no, you sell Valium. I'm like, no, I don't sell Valium. I'm really sorry. But I definitely don't sell Valium. She goes, it's stuff used for invitations. I'm like, oh, you need vellum. And she goes, no, it's Valium. I'm like, no, it's vellum. And I knew who she was because when I had worked in retail fashion many years earlier, she was one of my customers. So, yeah.
Oh, not so folks and living in a small town.
Well, it's not a small town. It's not even a small city. It's just Gladstone. It's just Gladstone. Oh yeah, and then we're going to put this bit up here. Let's tuck that in there. Oh, stick, my friend, stick, and be straight. Here we go. We got 4 bits. Oh, we're going against the rules. Ah, she'll be right.
The rules are sometimes there to be broken.
Rules are meant to be broken. Oh, that doesn't stand out. Maybe black. Maybe black for that. What do you think, black?
Is it a white tunnel on the background because I can't see it?
Yeah, it's here. Let's get some of our scrappy bits. Put the orange. Oh, we've got that little strip. That and about. Let's get rid of the craft. Maybe not. Maybe not. We definitely want that because we've got a flare button in that colour. I'm thinking these stars. And how's this look against our lime green?
What are we doing now?
Oh, we got a little piece of that. We're just grabbing some bits of paper and card. This is the center of a mat. We use that that bit.
Just remember, I am trying to scroll.
And let's use this bit of this fake glitter. Oh, and that bit of yellow. Does that go? Yeah, let's use that bit of yellow there. And that bit of blue. That bit of yellow. The blue might get, no, that, I don't know. A bit of denim, some border. We've got some orange. Not brown. Let's use like that bit there. Yep, I'm hacking it up. That bit there. And a little bit of this, maybe not. Maybe. And we've got a bit of that, and we've got a bit of that. I've got a skinny strip of that. Right. Let's add. Let's not cut very well that circle. Let's add our photos. Okay, so these were 3.5 inches wide by 5.5 inches high, and they are fakey photos. And I'm not going to mat them because that's going to eat into our space. Because we, the big piece of this green we had was 12 by 12, we needed to make our photos so that they sort of fit, not our photos, our piece, so it fit into that. So then our photos have got to fit inside that space, that 6-inch height. Don't know why I'm writing so far up the photo. I'm not going to cut these down. Spread that down a bit. So they're 3.5 by 5.5. I think I'm doing, I think Quentin wants me to do islands on Friday night. Apparently I'm designing product to go with. Yep.
That's no good for you.
Yep, haven't started that yet. I've got some ideas.
Maybe I could design a colour cut for you, but I've got no idea.
Yeah, well, you don't have 10 weeks to design a colour cut in. You're just not fast at that yet.
Also, I'm designing a bunch of stuff.
So, Naomi John is working on something for Friday. Trying to. She's going to get it finished.
Yeah, probably pull it all night, but that's fun.
Yeah, we're nearly there. Sometime Friday we'll have something really awesome and then some new island stuff. Apparently.
Ginger sitting with Trish on the lounge, showing on her ring tail. I don't know what that means.
What's that? This is how about all my pages are constructed. Maybe one day I will make kits of scraps. Yes. Chewing on her ringtail possum toy. Oh wow. So do you know what this proves? That if you buy our kits, your pages will be quicker. Because there's less choice. There's less choice when you just buy a kit. Okay, so let's start on this far outside edge with an even border, top, bottom, and side. And let's go to the other end. So we're not using foam on our fake photos. We're going to put them flat. We'll use foam somewhere. Even border, top, bottom, and side. Same thing in the middle. Even border, top, bottom, and side. So our photos are going to be nice, straight, symmetrical, even, and calm. because we got some busy business going on this page. Let's do that. And then we've got some biggish sort of gaps in here, and hopefully they are similar-ish. Yep, they're similar to this one in the center. Woohoo! My math brain still works.
Oh, Shelby is quietly watching. Must have cat napped for a bit.
Really, Naomi John?
That's what Shelby said, not me. I'm awake. Fully.
Really?
I'm not pulling the dad on you.
Chucking a cue.
Sometimes you'll just look over and it'll just be like nodding off.
And his head will be like, are you awake? Yeah, I'm awake. Yeah, I'm awake. Yeah, right.
And then Diane G said, that's all good with the kits being faster. But what about the scraps of the last 20 years?
Yeah, I know. And what about the scraps from the kits? But if you make them, if you make your scraps into kits, it makes more sense really to make kits out of your scraps. I'm getting rid of bits out of my pile that I really don't need. So,
how we glue all these cogs down?
Yeah. Next.
So spray adhesive would be really handy.
No.
Imagine if you had a page and you laid out your mixed media or your scrapbooking page and you sprayed with something and it was all glued underneath but not on top.
And you sprayed on top of it and it all stuck down miraculously.
But underneath, not on top. See, I just need to figure out the math and then we'll be
Yeah. It's just like Naomi's waiting to have children until they can beam the baby out.
Yes, you must respect my wishes on that one.
Yep, have to beam the baby out. That is her condition of grandchildren coming our way. And you know what? It is what it is. I've had enough children. I'm parenting for a really, really long time. So, yeah. Who needs grandchildren when you parent for a million years?
Amelia has given me something great. It's called cushion protection.
Cushion protection, Amelia is. So, dearie me.
Hey, she knows it.
So we're going to put our cogs down. That needs a bit more gluing because I've peeled them up too many times. So we're not going to go really big up here. But we're going to put some of these cogs above and some below, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to add some bits and bobby flaggy bits with these. We're going to just add some little bits of texture and colour and make it a busier than busy page, I think. Only thing this page needs now is circles. Oh, no, it's got a million circles full of cogs. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a combination of bits that are like between 1 inch wide and so it's an inch wide. And what will the widest be? Let's say, let's look at 2 inches wide because we don't have a lot of space. Yeah. So I'm probably going to do a 1 inch, a 1.5 inch, and a 2 inch piece out of each if I can. Well, this skinny bit's only going to be like 1 inch wide strips. It's only about, it's like 3/4 inch wide. So I'm just going to make a couple of strips out of that. Yep. There we go. And then this one here, that's a barcode off Out and About. Let's just make a few strips. They're about 3 inches long. Yep. Okay, so this devoted to denim bit here. Let's 1 inch wide. And yep, I am not worrying about how I'm just tearing that because I'm going to cut them. I really think that one's on the outer. I actually don't think that's going to make the grade. And then this little bit, just neaten him up and tear him in two. So I've got 2 bits of that. Already got a bit of green. Oh, and then we got this bit here. Okay, got a bit that's 2 inch wide. Got a bit of that.
What on earth are we cutting?
We're cutting some bits that are 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 2 inch wide bits. We're going to make some little flaggy things.
I'm just gonna make flags out of random paper.
Yep, random bits of paper, and they're like, I've cut them to like 1 inch and 2 inch and 1.5 inch and 1/2 inch. Whatever I can get out of them. Whatever I can get out of the piece is what I get out of the piece. See? Oh, and we needed some of this green. So let's neaten that up. I think that makes 4 greens or 5. Rightio. Stay. Rightio. I just think I've got way too many colours right now. I'm having a fit.
Colour went a little bit overboard.
Yep.
Didn't want to tell you it, but you know.
Yep. So I'm just gonna, and where I've got 2, where it's a bit longer, I'm just gonna do both ends. So don't crease it. I just fold it a bit. Let's cut that in half, and then I'll just do one there. And one there. See?
Ronnie is offering us to have her dad for a couple of days.
You have my mother, Bronny. Just telling you, Bronny, you got the crap end of the deal if you take Mum. Sorry. That sounds really awful, but
No.
she's a worry.
Do not agree.
She is a worry. An absolute worry.
She went to school with her great grandmother this week.
Yeah. She
Great.
she's got a scan next week. And I have to explain to Quentin tomorrow actually what the scan involves. Because he actually hasn't worked out what the scan involves. Yeah. I don't know how we're going to explain it.
Is this the bone density one?
No. No. It's going to end badly. Yep, you just don't need to know, love. Just so I'm just cutting. I don't know if I'm going to do them up top. I'm a bit funny about flaggy things pointing upwards. It's against physics. It's not how this whole scheme of things work.
Right. Okay. You're not at all
Living in my own little black and white world
You said it, not me.
about, how things go. Oh dear, oh dear. So I'd love to, Bronny, but I don't think it'll be a fair exchange.
I just said that unfortunately we have problems already with general organisation and do not wish to put it upon anyone else, as it might be classified as torture. I don't know how we get out of the house most mornings.
Well, no, we're not too bad. We're not that bad. Just because your dad spent an hour making lunch this morning and then left it at home. Yeah, he did.
We only found out because I wanted the snack while we were unloading the car with biscuits. And I was like, where's the biscuits? I felt so ripped off.
I might have made too many. Oh no!
Bonnie says her dad's a bit of a worry as well, and she's just maybe putting them together.
Oh, I'd have to apologise profusely for anything horrible she says. Okay. It's interesting. Let's put it that way. It's never dull. I love my mum. Quentin's a godsend. Without Quentin, where would be? Okay. So let's build our little flaggy unit things. Put that one there like that. Try and have it kind of straightish. Okay. And then we're going to have that one come down about that far. Oh, just down to there. So what we're going to do is snip it off. And then we're going to just tuck it in underneath. Probably shouldn't have stuck the tape right to the edge of this. And then just trying to make sure that's straight and that's straight. Get rid of that. Let's come to this one here. Okay. So then I'm going to have that one come down a bit lower. So put that one there. There. And some of these may actually get covered. And then we're gonna, whoops. Just using the stripe on the vellum to keep it sort of straightish. The vellum that's not actually stuck down. So what I'm going to do, because the vellum's not actually stuck down, I'm actually going to put a bit of tape underneath the flaggy things behind the vellum, just to hold it in place. Because remember, all we did was we tucked that vellum in. So let's put this up, tuck that in there, then under there. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to put this big cog. So a lot of these came from the one of the Robot Antics papers in there. Let's put a green one. There. Just as a start point. Keep that bit. It's the backing of tape. Right. Over here, our start point's going to be there. Okay. So I've got this Lost Shadow distress spray, and I am going to place down this very used and abused, oh, it's glued together, cloth nappy. That and this plastic, and I'm just going to spray, and then I'm going to leave it alone. Yep. Actually, I'm not going to. I'm going to get some black paint. And I'm just touching where it's wet with a little bit of black paint. And letting the moisture on the spray do the work of spreading the black paint. And now I've just put more black paint on than what I expected, but it should be right. So it's going to be sort of a motley effect. Make sure you wash that out. So and it's just plain acrylic paint. You don't need to use, this is golden. It's made in the US. It's pricey. It's high-end art supplies, but I'm going to say just use the black from Montmartre. Is just as good. So let's put that up there to dry. Rightio. Right. So now let's build these three. Are we going to have them facing up over here, or are we just going to have them coming down below and not being above? I'm just not sure about them pointing up. I don't really like them pointing up. I'm going to set these aside just in case I change my mind. Okay. So I've got a big grey colour cog. I'll have to let off the glue. Just going to clean that needle because that's actually not a pin, that's a sewing needle that I want to use to sew with. And then we're going to tuck this one in behind here. Yep, I know I haven't cut out behind the photo, but that's because I've got it way down over here and I want to have it coming out around. Then we're going to put this mediumish one. Yep. And we need to stick it so it sticks on the opposite page. So when we cut the two pages apart, we need everything to be stuck on. Everything that crosses the boundary needs to have adhesive on both sides of the boundary. Otherwise, what's going to happen is it'll just fall off. That's a bit of an oh dearie dearie me. Let's get some of our cogs up here. I don't know about these two coloured bits. They're of Creative Builders. Oh, look at that. So now I'm going to sort of place the cogs. I don't want one to match. But make sure I've got a variety of the colours in the different locations. So I'm only going to use half of this one because I'm going to tuck it behind here. So some of them are going to go up onto the green, some of them are going to tuck behind here. So then that one's buddy will go, let's put it here because we've got a little misdemeanor of vellum gappage up there. So let's put all the little ones up here. So I've got a grey one here. I've got a bit of grey elsewhere, but no grey down here. So let's a little piece of grey here. Let's cut this one in half. It's an orange one. Like that. And then let's put this one like behind the photo. Like that. Get a few of these little tiny ones ready because we'll pop them on. Oh, look, there's a pretty blue one. Oh, another lime green one. Oh, there's half a green one. This is half green one. Pop it here. This big grey one. So what we might do is we might put some glue around on it on one half of this big grey one. And we're going to have it coming onto the page up there, and there goes a little glue. It's looking a bit like a disaster still, isn't it? So we need some of this blue. Just need to make sure we get some of the colours in all the areas. Nope, that's the same one there. Let's cut it in half. A little bit of it there. A little bit of it there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get some of these ones that are sort of quite easy to put foam on and use them like that. Oh, let's put a bit on this lime green one here. See, go over the photo, and there's a similar one, exactly the same one in orange. And it can go just sort of here. And yep, I got two different oranges next to each other, and that's okay. I can handle that. Let's put this grey one here. This is a bit nude over in this area here. Oh, shouldn't have said that. I'm probably going to get pinged on that. Dear me. Okay. These little tiny ones over here. Let's keep all them together. Let's do some sorting. It definitely needs. Oh, I suppose I could put foam in the middle. These little guys are interesting. Don't like that. Missy, get away from the door.
Sammy, can you come? Missy's smart enough and now knows that me wailing my arms at her.
Flailing at your arm. Come on. Away from the door, Missy. Okay. So let's put a bit of this colour up here. Let's put it coming across the corner like that.
She's just going to follow him just in case he goes out the front door now.
Yep, she's just going to follow him around for a moment and just check what he's going to do. Just, yep. You might be going to give her some food.
No.
And then we need a bit of this blue tucked in here. Because we've got it elsewhere. I'm just trying to look and see where I need.
I am just struggling at the moment. I'm not going to be able to comment.
You're having computer issues.
Well, you know, we've hit the hour and a half mark, so the computer's decided to die.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. I'm blaming the computer. I don't get how they can have 20 tabs on this thing opened in the morning. And it runs like the speed of light for it.
It doesn't. It takes him hours.
Maybe you should
It's not the speed of light. Your dad's speed of light is not our speed of light.
Because what he's explained to me is just like, it runs so fast in the morning. So I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. What he thinks, it takes him 2 hours to do a Facebook post.
I do notice that. But he's really proud of his accomplishment when he gets one done.
He thinks he's fast, but he is not fast.
The ladies think it's great to see your process of how to work through a scrap page. And Diane G went to her niece's 21st last weekend. And she had 4 scrapbook albums on display, which her mum had created up to the age of when she was 14, because she sadly passed away.
Oh, wow.
That'd be like really treasured objects.
That would be so awesome. Yep, that was not a fun idea.
What from taking a cog?
Yeah, that particular cog. Rightio.
So you again. Do we have all of these cogs on originally?
Not all of them.
So it looks like there's a few more.
Something here.
Oh, and Diane G inherited her scraps.
Yeah.
That's an important detail.
So these little bits here are going to be on the opposite page, so they've got to have glue on them. Remember? Got to have glue on both sides of the page.
But everything just kind of falls apart.
Foam tape across boundaries in a double doesn't work very well either. Just, that's experience speaking there, people. This is the voice of experience.
Have you done it more than once is the question.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, look, I'm going to put foam on one of these buggers again.
Well, you just said that was not a good idea.
No, it was not a good idea. Going with a different tack this time.
Dear me.
Oh, dearie me, we're nearly at the 2-hour mark.
Don't look at that. It's amazing. 100% worth it.
Did you put a link up to Robot Antics? Actually, if you type cogs in, but then it...
I'm just struggling a little bit. So give me about
10 minutes?
maybe 50.
50.
Keep going. I'll be there by the end of class.
So I had 2 flare buttons. Oh, here we go. Fun.
Here we go.
Okay, so let's get a few of these little tiny ones. And some tweezers. I'm going to play an interesting game of tuck the cogs, but don't know what colour they are until you've picked them up. Because it really doesn't matter. It's just going to be adding a little texture. See? Kind of like adding sequins, isn't it? Sure, she says. I don't think she believes me.
The glue ones, yes. Not the ones that you had to frame tape. That was just commitment to a new scale.
A couple more. One more green ones. One more green. I don't like green. It's not that I don't like green. It's green's not my favourite colour. Oh, let's add that little one. Oh, and that one. And that one. That was sitting there looking at me like I'm a loony.
I was almost tempted to chase the cat just then. Because I made it to the door and then she just looked at me once and ran off because I wasn't the person she obviously wanted.
You weren't the person she thought that was going to come and let her in the house. Who was it, Maddie Mao?
Yeah. Missy's in. Missy got locked in at 5 p.m. She wasn't smart enough to leave the house. I don't think Maddie's been in since I went for a walk.
Oh, she was in earlier. She was checking if there was food.
I think she's going to resume her position at the driveway.
She just waits for Quentin. Okay. Let's have a look at what that looks like. And let's do some cutting. Let's cut all the things off that hang over the page. So you could cut it this way, but it is better if you turn it over and you cut on the back, because see, you get a nice straight line. You know exactly where the edge of the page is. You're not guesstimating. Oh dear. That's a bit thick. Cutting through a few layers there. There we go. Turn it here. And try and have your scissors sort of upright against the plate, not on an angle. Because if you do it on an angle like that, like when we fussy cut, what's going to happen is you're going to have a little white edge. What's that?
Did you say sisters originally?
Yeah, put your sisters. I meant scissors. Scissors. Skizzers. Scissors. I think I was on an angle then. Whoopsie.
Still looks
Look at that! Oh, look, and we've got leftover bits to use on another project.
Well, let's not forget our title.
Yep, I know it's up there. I'm going to heat it in a second. So I'm going to show you our area so it's not completely filled, see? And things are attached. So you've got things peeking out from here. So you've got lots of interesting stuff to look at, but it's not completely covered. But we've covered, you know, where they stick under there. And then up here, so we've got some stuff that goes across the page.
Could you imagine if you had to try and fussy cut all those cogs? Thank God we have colour cuts.
Oh, thank goodness for colour cuts. Colour cuts make the world go round, honestly. They do save me so much time and effort. So, and you know, you've got a little bit here and it looks weird, but that's okay because we know what it is because there's a smaller one here. And we've got all these different colours, but they work together because the colours are not just in one place. Like this is in the vellum, and then the yellow's in the highlights, and then the green is in here, and then the colours and shapes are around the page. Like the grey is in several places. And having this one go off here and go off here. So having stuff go off the page like here, 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 and here. And we've got 4 clusters, which is a no-no, but it looks good. Having stuff go off the page like that actually helps it to not just be a floating thing we glued on a page. So I am going to get 3 more. I've got a blue, I've got 2 blues and an orange. Oh, and I flipped it over. I'm just going to do just a little bit of a favour. There we go. Just a tiny bit. And this one is floating down, but it's just sort of tumbled down out. And that's okay. But we don't have sticker sneezy stuff everywhere. So let's stand that up there and grab our plastic with our word. And it's dried a little bit, so let's carefully peel it off. Don't want it to dry too much in situ because, or in position, because what's going to happen is acrylic paint is plastic and it acts like a glue. I just found some black paint on the floor behind me. Let's see. It's not from tonight. It's from something that happened a bit earlier. So you could have splattered on this page, but yeah. You don't want to watch me till midnight. I'm hoping this will have a bit of the black of the outlines of the colour cuts and a bit of the greyness of the shading. Oh, geez, I just saw smoke. Did everyone else see smoke? Oops. Oh, I smell burning cardstock.
We nearly had
An incident.
Wooga. Better practice your sirens.
Yeah.
I think down the bottom.
There or over here. This looks good here.
Yeah.
Okay. I do need another little cog because I just found a spot where I've got glue. Smush. Definitely needing to get my eyes checked.
It's perfectly fine. Detail, what detail? Yeah, they like it on the right.
I like it there.
It just matches the cog really nice. It gets framed. The E does. It's beautiful.
Yep. But before we do that, okay, so I've got this lost shadow. Yep.
I thought you said you were gonna mix me.
A little touch of glue there. I just need one droplet there because I've got a touch of glue. And then, yep, this is how I do it, straight from the nozzle. And straight down, up and down. Like, up and down. Don't flick or like that, because otherwise you end up with it's not everywhere. Should be right. So this cardstock, interesting thing about, oh, it's going the same. Interesting thing about the Distress Spray stain. Let's see what it does in the cardstock. It gets in the layers on certain cardstocks, and that's okay because it's kind of like my title. I normally wouldn't add flicking after finishing a page. I would just live with the fact that it didn't have on it what I thought it probably needed. But this, I think, really needed it. The title needed some sort of backup. I needed to back up the fact of what I did with my title. Oh, yeah. I'm not actually going to heat the page because I don't want it all to go curly, and I've got vellum on here which can melt when you heat it. It doesn't melt, it just goes really wrinkly.
Deborah agrees different sprays or inks give different finishes.
Yeah.
Within the texture of some papers. Diane C loves it, and Cheryl M says the white was a bit bright before the
Yeah.
paint, but definitely adds another dimension.
Yeah, it does. But it doesn't have to be everywhere. Like, it doesn't have to be everywhere. You can see this one here. It's gone in, that's blooming in underneath. Very interesting. So there we go.
Mary says it's perfect. Thank you for sharing the time.
So it's, oh no, there's some steampunk and feathers in here. It's mostly robot antiques, but there's steampunk and feathers. We've got Getaway Vellum. The yellows from Imagine with Alice. This tealy blue piece is from the Islands. This bit's Robot Antiques. That's Out and About. Out and About. Imagine with Alice, Out and About. Robot Antiques. Yeah. I think it's pretty cool. And 6 pages. And your journaling will go here. Now that we've got the title there, your journaling will go here. And you could probably write a little bit up here, like write the who, where, and when up, or the who and the where, and then you write the story here, and you write your little date here, down at the bottom. Hope that helps. Thank you, Di. So if you came along and said hello, and I didn't see your comment, hello. My sincerest apologies. If you left a lovely comment, thank you. I do appreciate your comments and support. We definitely appreciate your support, supporting our family business and our creativity and the things that we design for you to create with. If you've got a question and I missed your question, I'm very sorry. You're welcome to message it to us. Yeah. Don't forget where you can find us. We don't mind if you shop with us.
In fact, if you buy Friday Night Kings, now loves
Quentin loves making kits. He's just not the fastest critter on the planet. And just so you will know, when you order from us, a lot of what you order we manufacture to order. Like, we make the kits, not the weekly kits, but if you order a Friday night kit, we actually make that custom for you. So yeah, we do. Yeah,
Everything has detail.
yeah, yeah, and we do. If you order background cuts, like big background cut things, a lot of those are made to order. And if it's anything from a day to remember, other than pattern paper, it's probably getting made to order. Because when we've got a new collection out, it is hard to keep up. We do manufacture a lot, but, you know. So there, we've done that. We will be back tomorrow night at 7 for Mixed Media with Naomi John in the Creative Family Group and on her YouTube channel. And Friday night will be on our Facebook page and the YouTube channel. And we will be making something with the islands on Friday night. I think we'll probably do a double, maybe. Depends on what I design. Quentin's told me he wants new product for Friday night. So, interesting concept. I've got some ideas, but I've not made anything yet. So, you two, want to say I finally found the photos I wanted. The lipstick cut shapes for, I was happy with how they came up. Oh, that's awesome, Deborah. I'll have to go and have a look if you've shared them. So thank you all very much. Thank you for your lovely comments. Thank you for coming along and spending your evening with us. And we will see you tomorrow night at 7. Take care, stay safe. And, yeah, I think it looks good on the screen. It looks great. Lots of colour. I was worried for a moment. You all saw me get worried. You all saw me make mistakes too. So take care, and we will see you then. Thank you for putting up with me for 2 hours. See you later. Take care. Bye.